I told him there's some real money in the room.
Let me just say something. Shout out to LA Ron, right? And on Hoover, bro, you really don't know me, but I'm not a little right? I was sent here by my community, my elders, who know you, right? They know you personally. A couple of them know you personally. And my whole spiel to you is that Fort Worth feel that I was being disrespectful to you.
You were.
I was never being,
to a degree.
I was never being disrespectful to that man. I respect that man as a man. But I don't give a f what man you are. If you in Hoover business and you ain't from Hoover, stay. I'm a business nigga. I don't give a f about where you from. Don't give a f if you Jesus Christ. I'm from Hoover, bro. If you're not from our gang, respectfully, disrespectfully, however you want to take it, mind your business. You can commentate, but see, you have an undue influence on them niggas in Fort Worth. This is exactly why they talking all this shit. This is exactly why they talking. Because they got batteries in their back from a nigga from East Coast. In my community, we not feeling that.
May I speak? My research. It's going back to Murder Worth, it's going back to Streetport. It asks the questions of, like, this some of the questions I'm asking is how do you even get East Coast influence over the whole
You already
situation?
said it. You already, this is crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Youth is wasted on the youth. You always answer your own questions, and I got to come back around and help you with the answer, right? You already said it, the drug trade. LA Ron don't give a f if they banging right or wrong, because they his soldiers. They loyal to him. They don't even know us. This is why they defending a whole enemy of the state. Get it? We understand. Manipulation is a bitch, especially if you don't even know you're being manipulated.
Do you feel like he manipulated them to sell his drugs?
What I've deduced from this situation is that it wasn't only the Hoovers, it was all of the Crips. The Crips have a utopia, and they're saying that their base is Fort Worth, where all the Crips get along. We didn't forget about all the murders that you done committed on our people. You know what I'm saying? Then they formed a street called Crip Street, where all the Crips get along, right? And that's only in fairy tale land, right? And he's the leader of Crip Street. He's the leader of this Crip utopia where everybody get along, right? And it's beneficial to him because in Fort Worth, whatever he's doing, whatever the f he's doing, I don't know nothing about the man.
I don't know what he got going on currently.
I don't know what he had going on. Anything. I'm just speaking about the drug trade. And he spoke on this himself and he said, I brought drugs there. That's what the f he said, right? So this is what we're going off of because, you know, niggas, they looking to pick my shit apart because y'all can't f with me. Hoover though. Back to what I was saying though. Whatever his situation was there, his monetary concern outweighed his concern for the people in Hooverland that's claiming Hoover wrong. And that goes to show you that he had nothing but personal self-interest in that situation. Because he could have easily said, look, bro, y'all from Fadoos? Wait a minute, I'm from LA. Ain't no Fadoos Hoover Crip gangs. And explained to them the history, right? And it made them be the way they were supposed to be so they can be a whole Hoover. And still control them. Because they know that. They don't know us. We don't know them. You get what I'm saying? So it showed that gesture right there by him not correcting.
Is that his place to correct something that he's not?
Is it his place to flood the whole community with drugs? Is it his place? Is this his place?
I'm not here for that.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah,
so therefore, his place is. I can't speak on his place. He only know his place. I'm just speaking about what would been correct for our community. Because see, now we have 35 or 30 years later, right? We have people who've died in Fort Worth who thought they was whole Hoovers. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing with that situation is that our brothers in Fort Worth, y'all been misled. by the enemy, actually. By the enemy. Actually, by the enemy. You know what I mean? And he may not be an enemy to Fort Worth, but he's an enemy to the state of Hoover. Not because he's from East Coast. You know why? Because he misled our brothers.
But you got people who cool with him in prison.
What cool?
Hoovers.
What people? What people?
That you said some of your big homies knew him in prison.
Yeah, they knew him.
Right.
But that we didn't know that all the that he had going on in Fort Worth. We didn't know about that. Thanks to Real Tone. Gang
Y'all
shit.
gonna put
Hoover
that- I
out.
didn't-
Hoover out. Hoover out.
Let me say this about L.A. Run, because in the original Murder Worth, I covered him very little. Anytime,
Well, maybe you should have did it extensively.
anytime he was brought up on the South Side, it was about an explanation to the drug trade, whether it was.
So he was a drug peddler.
That's what he was known for.
Okay, so
That-
therefore,
that was where he comes in
So
at.
therefore, he don't give a fuck about no gangbanger, because it was all about $1. So he don't give a fuck if these dudes sound crazy as fuck. He know goddamn well ain't no such thing as 5 dudes Hoover Crip gang, but he don't give a fuck because he got them peddling his drugs.
My thing is this: how can you say that? Because I found this out in the interview with bro from HLCG, Hooverland Crip Gang. Yeah, it's
The fuck is that?
It's the same thing. It's
It can't
HCG,
be the
but
same.
it's
Listen,
Hooverland
hello,
Crip Gang.
hello.
So I'm saying-
hello. Let me stop you right there.
I'm saying,
Listen, let
how
me
can
just
you say
let me just stop.
something is fake? Like you know what I'm saying? Like they feel like the whole.
Listen, f all of this bullshit. And I'm really like, I didn't got called. My big homies didn't call me from the land. And they're like, Gumby, you being too aggressive out there. You need to stick to the plan, which is consolidating our people, bringing our people in. So, but I get frustrated a lot of times because the things that you guys are saying don't mean shit to us. You can't take my gang and make it into nothing other than what the fuck we are. You can't, pardon me, pardon my age. You have to understand something, first and foremost. Our gang, right, is part of a whole community. You know what I'm saying? Like, we take this very
Theirs is too.
seriously. It's part, okay, well, this is
Their
what I'm saying.
community.
Their community is not aligned with our community, but they're claiming our military force. You're claiming our military force. You're getting all of the prestige, you're getting all of the fear, you're getting all of the from Hoover, and y'all ain't even from Hoover. You know what I'm saying? It's a big difference, bro. It's a big difference. We're not saying that they haven't bust their groove the way they're supposed to bust it. We're just saying it's not officially recognized because of what you guys are claiming. That's all. No disrespect. We're not saying y'all ain't did this, that, or the other. I'm saying that you can't be George Bush and your name is spelled.
I talked to Pac. And Pac made a great point about how the Hoover Gangster Crips kept the gangster cripping. He made a great point.
That's true.
And he basically said that when everybody from Hoover dropped the C, they came to 52nd or whatever, however it happened, they came to groove them. And they stood on this is what they're gonna be. And it was accepted. So how is it?
It wasn't accepted. It wasn't accepted at all. This is what they call the war or the skirmish. And our elders had to come and put a cease to it. You know what I'm saying? So in order for anything to cease or desist or start, it pretty much comes from the elders. If I get on here and start some shit and they don't feel that it's what's supposed to be going on, they're going to stop it. Just like in that situation, right? That situation is an anomaly, right? Never happened before, right? So therefore, this is why they stand so stiff on what the fuck they stand on. But in regards to the FIDUS ACGs, my message to them is that they've never been Crips before. Excuse me, not Crips, I'm sorry, I apologize. They've never been gangster Crips before. They don't even know how to be a gangster Crip. And our community, in their perception, is asking them to be something they totally not. They actually against GCs. Percy, we have countless of examples of Percy speaking on how he's from ACG and jumping on homies that's from GC when they get to the pen, right? So now the situation has changed. The people who are not official are now the minority instead of the majority. Get it? So now there's a situation that Tune helped bring about. And it's not a bad thing, bro. It's only a bad thing because you handled it wrong. In any situation, you can be the hero, or you can be the villain, or you can be the coward.
You talking about Percy done said this on the internet, that means it got 100,000+ views. And we're going to keep coming back to Tune. Like, if this happened in the pen when he was on Ferguson unit 10, 20 years, this been happening in the pen. You know what I'm saying? Percy not the first person to talk about this.
Percy on the internet? Okay, then. Back to what I was saying. Listen to me. Our community is governed by a lot of old, mean motherfuckers, bro. Listen to me. And they old and mean, and they don't want any conflict. They don't want no war. They don't want none of that shit. They trying to live their life. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, right, your contribution to our community is greatly appreciated and shunned at the same time.
Don't nobody ask for this. Solo called me out the blue.
I agree.
Hey,
I agree. But don't nobody want to know the truth? Don't nobody want to know the truth? Do you want to know that that ain't your real daddy? Don't nobody want to know the truth? What do you mean? This is why I said what you did, you should have did it behind closed doors so it could have came out. Wait, let me show you. Let me show you. In situations where you got 1 and 2, right, and they don't add up the way they're supposed to add up, you're supposed to go make 3 what you want it to be, right?
And what? Went to Shreveport?
Yes. That was 1 was coming to LA, 2 was Sweetport, 3 was
I started in Fort Worth. So you keep making it seem like I started there. Like you keep going like I'm coming there after. No. I started there. My research was done.
You started in research? You started in Fort Worth?
Yes.
Okay. What I'm trying to explain to you is that
now it's LA.
That don't even matter because of this right here. When you went to LA, that's when everything blew up. So that's the starting point. Okay, well, I'm saying this is Texas is big state. Fort Worth is whatever it is, big, whatever it is, small, whatever. I'm trying to explain to you that you went to the motherland with this shit, bro. Right. You get what I'm saying? I'm just trying to show you. I can never, like when the homies talk to me, you know what I'm saying? I speak to them about, you know, different situations that's going on and you come up or the interviews come up. I always have to correct them. This man is a journalist. He can't predict what's going to come out. Right? But you do have a responsibility with the information that you have, bro. You do. Not just with the Hoover situation, with any situation further to come. You have a responsibility, bro. You do. What do you do.
I agree.
I'm just saying you do.
I felt like my responsibility was to put it out.
No, and that's exactly what we're trying to explain to you. That was not your responsibility. Right. That wasn't your responsibility. Because you have a responsibility to your homeboy who you just took home from the shit. Because if you called him on a late night and you needed his favor or his assistance right then, not no internet shit, he would have been there for you. You know what I'm saying? That's a personal tie. So ain't no way in you supposed to make his community when you didn't have to. That's what my whole thing is. You didn't have to put that out. You didn't have to because what good did it do? What good did it do? What good did it do? We all know the truth, but the truth could have been told in behind closed doors, so the homies won't look like they look and be as mad as they are.
What good?
They mad in the.
The good that came out, yeah, people were upset. I take that. The good that came out was you got people in contact. First off, secondly, like FedEx said, he came out and kind of said it, man. It ain't no war. You got people clearing that up. Like, man, this ain't no issues. I got little homies from this. So it's like,
wait, let me
it's
stop
letting it
you
be
right there.
known.
Let me stop you right there. There is no war, like y'all call war, because we're here. I've came and a couple other people came in Texas, and we're trying to get a clear understanding with our community. That's the only reason, right? Because the ambassadors have come to talk, you know what I'm saying, to the people, you know what I'm saying, and speak to us by way of our politics from the motherland, right? But what I'm trying to explain to you is that you don't got nothing to do with none of this shit, bro. I don't give a fuck if the Hoovers blow the fuck up. You ain't from Hoover, you don't got shit to do with shit, bro. Certain things you can't say to them. I don't give a fuck who you are. Certain things I can't even say. And
I'm not disagreeing
being that
with
you
that.
wait, I'm saying that this is not just for you personally. It's just for any blogger or anything like that. Because like in LA, everybody's blaming the vloggers because every time you do a vlog, the set go get shot up and all this other shit. Understand something. I personally can't hold you guys accountable because what we put out there is the content. You just there to capture the content, right? To capture it, not get your ass involved in it. That's all. That's all. Dan Rathers didn't say, "Oh, I f with the."
I might have went too far.
You might have went too far. You got the whole. I'll be right back. I gotta go piss again.
This is not fair.
Life ain't fair, Tune. What the fuck are you talking about?
Just leave when he ready to leave.
Life is not. No, I just gotta
Didn't even make
pee.
my point.
Life ain't fair.
Didn't even make my
What
point.
you mean? I'm coming right back.
What am I gonna do, man? I wasn't trying to make this big discrepancy. Yeah. But it's like when it comes to the drug trade portion that he's speaking on. See, in Cali, they understand there was a drug trade. In Texas, we just know that we had drugs, right? In Cali, they were coming down here because they getting it for the low. In Texas, we taking it because they giving it to us for the what we consider the low. And because, you know, again, our grandfathers locked up due to Nixon and Reagan's policies, and then later on the Clinton policies, right? So now there's a vacuum. I'm trying to explain that piece. And so I see how it correlates with the LA run and whatnot, but it's like, dang, here I am on the historical tip. Here you are on the bullshit. And then it makes me wonder, are my people, are we lost that bad? To where we don't care about our history enough to where we're willing to go do the research and figure out our real history. We just gonna take the history that the white man gave us and told us who we were, that we were former slaves. That's all we were. That we got shipped here from Africa. That's all we don't know our original religion. We don't know our culture, our language. We don't know anything. And here comes somebody shining light on one of the biggest pieces of our culture, right? What did Gumby call it, the military arm of the community? Here it is, somebody shining light on this military arm, this big piece of gang history, of black history. And we gonna come at him. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. Maybe I fucked up.
You did. You fucked up big time.
Maybe I fucked up.
You did fuck up.
Hey, real Tone, there's some real money in the room.